True indeed. It's a wonderful time to be alive. In the course, I show you every list of document and every detailed explanation that took hours as to how you remove any given real property from tax rolls. In that same course, I show you the importance of doing so when it comes to the importance of privacy. Besides, the main concern most people usually readily have, which is their pocket, which is a reasonable concern. But they don't realize there are privacy benefits to that also. That's in the course. Here on Patreon, if you are a Patreon members, here's one of the benefits you get. I assume at this point, you already have at least a 508. You already know that, okay, there's an importance of me putting a lien on these ligas. And you already at least have the express trust also. Good. Whether or not you're planning to have a real property of your own in the future or not, know this. How then do you transfer a real property, aka a house or raw land or a vacant land or a lot, into the trust? Ever so often you hear me say, put the house in a trust, put the house in a trust, put the house in a trust. Let me show you. Here's an instruction of what I placed on the website, how you fill out the deed if you're doing it for a trust. And the instruction explained the fact that there's always a transfer declaration that goes along with each deed that you fill out regardless of the state. The instruction to it says, at Georgia, this form is PT61. Illinois, PTAX, it's actually PTAX-203. Florida does not have one. Nebraska is Form 21. Virginia and Maryland does not have one. Hawaii, it is P-64A, so on and so forth. I explain this to emphasize to you that you will want to find out in your jurisdiction if there's a transfer tax form to be declared. Some states do this transfer online, others do not. So blah, blah, blah. The focus of what we're going to speak of here is how do you transfer your house into the trust? Because you look at the property list for the express trust and you see that it has the option for you to add the parcel number, the property number as a property list in the property minute of the express trust. That is the private deed. Because you look at the property list for the express trust and you see that it has the option for you to add the parcel number, the property number as a property list in the property minute of the express trust. That is the private deed. But then there's a public deed. Before we go into how you fill the public deed, which is public record, I will let you know this right from the start. Once you successfully do everything I'm about to show you step by step in this video, albeit I'm using one state as an example, but I'm starting off here by showing you the different varying degrees in a state, which is you have to find out if that particular jurisdiction has a transfer form. Some don't, as we've just read. But whatever it is, after you've completed the public deed, you will now take a certified copy of that public deed. You'll add it into your trust minute. And you will take that trust minute. You will now file it into the recorders under miscellaneous affidavit. And you will now make reference to that book and page number of that public deed. That right there is the key that balance the deed privately and the public deed. Now, if you've already done the lien against the property, then you just do an addendum to add that public and private deed on it. If you haven't done the lien on the property, then if you start doing the non-UCC from scratch, just add that balanced version. Which is the trust minute that has the public deed and the private deed that you've put into the recorded miscellaneous as an affidavit. Add that as a collateral onto the lien. So, as simple as what I've just explained is, if you think it's complex, do not hesitate to pause and rewind and listen to it. With that said, Let me show you how you do the public deed.
Oh, God.
Example we'll be using here is Georgia. Georgia, it's PT-61 that's shown in this instruction, PT-61. They can do it online also, but let me show you a very important key. I'll show you how you do it physically and online. If you were to do it physically, this is what the form looks like. This is what you'll be filling out. If you were to do it online, this is what it would look like. Let's go through the physical one first. See this part where it says section E-tax computation? This form is a declaration form. This declaration is a form of self-confession as to how much they can ding you. The key here is, since you are transferring this property into a trust, it will not be dinged. If you look closely here, now all forms in each different state will have similar concepts, but I'm just using this one example to save time. Actual value of consideration received by seller. This consideration is the amount placed in the face of the deed itself, the public deed, as to what the seller received from the buyer. And in parentheses, it tells you fill out below. Fill out below, meaning A1. Only. Fill out below, only. Fill out A1, only when actual value is not known. In other words, you have the ability to declare whatever the actual value is. The actual value is based on the consideration of whatever the seller received from the buyer. Simple as that. Again, this form is a declaration form that you determine. 2, 1 tells you actual value of consideration, what was given to the seller. Whoever's saying, hey, I'm the one who once owned this property, aka a grantor, and I'm giving it to the grantee, aka the express trust. And therefore, as the grantor, in order for me to give it to the express trust, aka the this right here, this is what you click. And exactly how you fill out this portion that I explained is the same thing you will put here. The actual value or estimated market value. This right here is the stuff you see. For instance, say this property right here at Georgia, $599,000, 900 cents. Wow, that's what the house is worth. Good. $500,000 property. Must be a good neighborhood. Therefore, that's what it's worth. As far as tax is concerned, as far as function is concerned, what you see out here is not the actual value. It is not the real value. It is the commercial value. It is what someone guesses, aka the fancy word estimated. What you see out here is not the actual value. It is not the real value. It is the commercial value. It is what someone guesses, aka the fancy word estimated. We're going to guess it. Hey, I'm inviting you to come join the patron page. Not only do you get access to documents, posts, and videos that you will never find on any other platforms, you also get instant access to webinars that otherwise will cost far more. And we speak of things that usually we would not be able to speak of on any other platforms far more freely. On top of that, you get the opportunity to send me monthly questions along with everyone else's questions, so you can see other people going through similar circumstances. You never know. What you think might be a stupid question is quite often very valid. On top of that, you get access to monthly question and answer archives from several years back from people who have gone through it and people who are going through it. Get information regarding things you experience daily that you didn't even know you could take advantage of when it comes to business, work, or other personal things. There's a community of people where you can bounce information off of, and they can give you some tips and tricks based on what they're currently going through in their respective venues that you might maybe want to link up with. And there's a high likelihood you're not going to find them anywhere else. And you also get the access to directly send me messages. Oh, and also if you are a tier 4 member, you get access to yet another monthly meeting where we actually answer as much questions as we can, and we're between an hour and a half, and in some cases up to 4 hours. In addition to that, we also show some exclusive lessons that are not going to be posted on Patreon or anywhere else but the tier 4 meeting alone. So come forth, come join the 500 plus people already on Patreon. And in some cases, we even give certain things out. And while you're at it, you might want to check out the store, subtlesubstanceservices.com. There might be a few things you want to pick up in there.